Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Covert, your biology teacher, and I wanted to give you a brief video on your work this week. So, I am on Google Classroom and I am under the topic tab Remote Learning, and I'm going to click on the assignment for this week. And this week's assignment is all about evolution. This is a topic we haven't covered yet, but we are going to start some new material. And so the directions are follow the instructions in the Google Doc step by step to complete the assignment. So your directions will actually be within the Google Doc. It's just telling you to follow them step by step. Each assignment is broken down by the day of the week, and you're completing all of your work in the Google Doc. This is the Google Doc that this is referring to here. This assignment is due Saturday. So I'm going to click on the assignment, and you can actually go to View Assignment if you want to look at it a little bit differently. And there's it's already ready to be submitted in there. So when you're done with your work, you can actually just click Turn In. And I'll go through that in a second. But just to go back, I'm going to click on the document. So the only work you need to do is within this document. So all of your work for this whole week will be completed on this Google document. This is the only document you're submitting for a grade, so your work is broken down by day of the week. First thing you want to kind of pay attention to is resources. And these resources, this is a link. So this document is a document full of live links. So you can click on here, and there's a whole folder with different resources in them. I'll show you kind of what that looks like right now. And there'll be more as we continue. So there's a document here that'll help you later. There's a PowerPoint. There's some skeleton notes, a study guide, and video and website links that might help you. So these are not extra assignments. These are just resources to help you with the assignments this week. Monday, you are going to follow the directions step by step. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And essentially what you're doing Monday is you are watching a video and you're answering some questions based on the video. Step 3, you are going to click here. You're going to read an article. There's the article. And then you can answer the questions. So there's 10 questions you need to answer based on the article. And so this article is on evolution as well. There's your questions. And in order to answer a question, so if you have a multiple choice question, you can just highlight the answer you want to choose. And this is not the correct answer, but you can just highlight the one that you want to pick. And then you can move on to the next one. And then there's some other questions on the bottom here. Again, this is for Monday. There's some questions, and you just type your response. So this is my response. And there's the last question there. Tuesday. So that was Monday. Now we're going to talk about Tuesday. Tuesday is even easier. You're going to watch the video. There's the video. You just click on it, and it'll pop right open. So you can just click on that link. And then you're going to answer the questions. You can, again, answer the questions right underneath the response. So this is an editable document. That's Tuesday. Wednesday. Again, you're following the directions step by step. You're going to watch the video on extreme animal athletes. There's the video. Pops right up. You just click on it. And then you're going to answer the questions. That's Wednesday. Thursday, you are going to do similar things. So again, you're going to follow the directions step by step, and you will have to complete this work before you can do Friday's work. So you have to do Thursday before you can do Friday. So Thursday, you're going to watch a video. That's the video. You're going to answer this question. That's the question you're answering. And then you're going to, after you're done doing that, read the background reading provided here. Again, you just click on that and it will pop right open. And then you're going to answer those questions. That's going to help you. So the work Thursday is going to really, really help you for Friday. Okay? Don't do Friday until you've done Thursday. Moving on to the last thing, Friday. Again, you're going to complete Thursday's work before you attempt this assignment, use the Ebola sequences to complete the assignment. Click here for the Ebola sequences. So if I'm reading, click here, I'm going to click here. There are the Ebola sequences that you're going to use. And I'll show you another shortcut in a minute, but this is kind of what the sequences look like, just so you kind of know what you should be looking for. That's kind of what they look like. You're going to obtain a set of DNA sequences that includes the reference sample for Guinea and 15 Ebola DNA sequences from patients in Sierra Leone. That's this thing right here. The shaded nucleotides, so the shaded letters in the sequences 1 through 15, represent mutations that occurred in these different viruses compared to the reference sequence. So if I'm taking a look at the Ebola sequence, the ones that are shaded in that are different are going to be mutated. So you can actually see the mutations very clearly. And another helpful hint, remember that the reference sheet is from a virus that was present at the start of the outbreak. So a general rule, the more mutations, the further away from the beginning of the outbreak it is. So if you have more mutations in your sequence, that means that that version or evolution of the Ebola virus is later on during the outbreak. So more time has passed, more mutations have occurred. And you're going to move the Ebola sequences 1 through 15 around to identify patterns in the mutation. Well, with this document, you can't really do that. All right, so I made something for you that will help you. And I'll show you that in a second. But you can kind of look to see what those would look like. You could actually print this out if you wanted. You can print out the sequence here and then just cut them out. You could do it that way. And you can, so let's say you were printing out this document here, and you were going to cut them out by hand. So you're going to group the sequences according to any patterns you see. So you can group them any way you want, but you just need to make sure that they are following a particular pattern. Every sequence should be in a group, even if it's not identical. So that is important. You need to group them based on some criteria that you are creating. And then you're going to write out the sequences you grouped here. And you can do that in a couple different ways, and I'll show you in a second. Use your groupings to answer the analysis questions. So once you have them grouped, you can answer the analysis questions. Those are the analysis questions. Another way that you can group these so that you can actually make, you can move them around and you don't actually have to cut them out, is go back to the very top where it says resources. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to open up my resources. And I'm going to look. Oh, look. It says cut out movable Ebola sequences. So I'm going to click there. Now, because I'm not the owner of this document, I have to make a copy of this. So I'm going to make a copy. File, make a copy. And then I'm going to put it in my drive. And now what I can do is actually move these sequences any way I want. So let's say I don't like where the reference sequence is, or let's say sequence 6, I'm just looking here for a pattern. I'm seeing that sequence 2, sequence 5, sequence 7, 8, and 10, just from looking, they all kind of have that first T that is mutated. So I might group them together. I might move these guys kind of down here. So I'm just kind of grouping them. So I don't like that there. Do you see how I'm kind of grouping the ones with the T that is mutated together? See, now they're all kind of together. And you can group them any way you want. So you can just move them in any pattern you want. You can even make a different page for each group. Doesn't matter. I'm going to move back to the assignment. Once you've grouped them, you're going to, again on Friday, you're going to answer those analysis questions. The last part is you're going to create a visual that highlights the relationship between your groups. So, examples of effective visuals include flowcharts and trees. Be sure that your visual includes an arrow indicating the passage of time during the outbreak. The big hint here for what I'm looking for is I want you to show me how the virus evolves over time. That's essentially what you're making a model of, how the virus evolves over time. And remember, if the virus has very few mutations or no mutations, that's at the beginning of the outbreak, before it has had a chance to evolve. Towards the end of the outbreak, the virus will be very, very mutated. So you'll have more mutations. So you can make a flowchart that shows all of the ones with just a few mutations might be at the start, and the ones with a lot of mutations might be at the end. And you draw arrows to show the passage of time. Last thing is Saturday. You're going to use Saturday if you didn't complete some of the assignments to use that time to make up those assignments from Monday through Friday. Check your work for accuracy. Make sure you completed every assignment this week. If you've already completed your work for this week and turned it in through Google Classroom, then please enjoy your weekend. That is all for now. If you have any questions, please let me know. But what you can do, even in this Google Doc, it says turn in. So that's a cool thing. Then you can just click when you're done with it, turn in, and then it's going to turn in my work. So turn in your work. One attached document will be submitted for a week of May 4th through 9th, and I'm going to click turn in. And now I'm done. I've turned in my work. Adios for now.